Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, my vanity changed. I got a new mirror. I'm still trying to sell my other one, so if you want it, I'll leave my email down below and you can let me know. I really want to just stick to like New York, Connecticut, New Jersey area just because I want to hand deliver it. Like I want to personally deliver it to you. So yeah, that's not what the video is about though. I just wanted to jump on here and kind of just chit chat with you guys, be real with you, talk to you about a few things that have been going on in my life. I don't know if I've said this on my channel before, but I do suffer from really bad anxiety, bipolar, depression, the whole 9 yards. I suffer from it all. It sucks, I'm not gonna lie. If you suffer from any one of the three that I mentioned or even more, you definitely know how I feel. Everybody is different, everybody copes with everything different, so I feel like I just want to tell you guys. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about anxiety and depression. I don't want to bore you. Like I said, everybody's different. Everybody copes with things differently. Everybody acts a different way towards a different situation. So it's hard. But my anxiety is triggered when I'm feeling either trapped, when I'm in a very like degrading or negative like atmosphere, environment, anything like that. I did mention a few videos back like a while ago when I did a collab with Julia. We talked about where we worked and I mentioned a dentist office. As of April, I don't work there anymore. It is July. April, I decided to leave. There was just a little bit of disagreements with my boss. I'm not getting into any detail like that. I'm just letting you guys know I have been pretty much unemployed the past 4 months. Oh, May, June, July. Okay, I have been unemployed the last 3 months. I was trying to get content out there, and if you guys noticed, maybe like May-ish, I was a little bit more active. But I left. It was my decision. Some days were worse than others working there. I had a really fun experience. If I would have stayed, this year would have made 4 years, so I was there for about 3.5. It was an amazing experience. I learned things that, not most teenagers learn. A lot more teenagers, I think teenagers now would be disgusted by the things that I've done, because you're working at a dentist office, you're working in people's mouth, there's blood, there's spit. I'm not even going to get into any more detail. There's like, oral surgeries and all that stuff. So I worked and I got, a lot of knowledge from it. Contemplated back and forth going to, dental hygiene school, or, maybe there's this one point where I wanted to be a periodontist. But school triggers my anxiety. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm not in college. I've mentioned this before as well. I'm not in college. I am going to makeup school in September, so I'm really excited about that new change of pace, because the last 2 years since I got out of school, I've been working every day. And then since April, I haven't. So it's going to be a nice change of pace, especially for September, going to makeup school, just, bettering myself and learning more techniques and more things, because it's makeup. You know how many different techniques and different trends come out, especially now. I feel like there's a new trend every at least 2 months, and I can't wait to better my career in that, because this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I like doing makeup. I like making people feel beautiful. Not that they aren't beautiful already. I don't know. I can't even describe to you like the feeling inside when I'm doing someone's makeup and I do like a before and after picture, or I'm like, okay, look in the mirror before I do anything, and then 45 minutes later when I'm done and they look, they're like, oh, and their jaw drops. Like, it's such an amazing feeling, and that's what I love. And I never want to make someone feel like they're, I don't want to say ugly. I never want to make anybody feel low about themselves, because struggling with anxiety and all that stuff, I know how it feels. Even if I see someone in like, a super high crop top, like up to their boobs, and short ass shorts, all of a sudden it'll be Or I can be shopping online for summer clothes and all of a sudden it's a trigger. Like, I'm not that skinny. I have a larger chest area. Like, I have thunder thighs. Like, I don't have an ass for that. Like, it's a switch. It's a switch. So as soon as I see something that kind of flicks it on, I know how that feels. So that's why I started my YouTube. I never want anyone to feel how I feel sometimes. Even though I have a vanity full of makeup, you still can't beat like your head sometimes. Like the voices in my head. If you have anxiety, you'll know what I'm talking about. Even if you don't, the voices in your head that say you're ugly, you're this, you're that, it's a constant battle. And every day I struggle with that. Like, I have a pimple right here. So did you think I wanted to get into these bright lights and film? No, I didn't, but I needed to make this video. So the past 3 months I haven't been working. Starting July 6th it was, I had a job. I have this summer job every year. It's 3 weeks. It's a camp of the high school that I went to. So I've been doing that. So I've been super busy. But I've said in a few past videos that I've been in a funk. I haven't wanted to do any makeup. I haven't had any inspiration whatsoever. It's just been like a constant battle. Some days I'll be like, wow, I'm so inspired. I'll go to film it. I hate the footage, which happened last week. And then I was just like, you know, F this, F that. Like, I didn't want to do it anymore. When that happens, oh my God, I become such a harsh judge. I'm just like, you should have done that differently. You should have never did that. You should have never added that. You should have used different things. You should have done this. You should have done that. I'm such a nitpicker. And I'm not like an extreme perfectionist, but I am kind of OCD with some things. And if I'm not okay with it, I won't post it because it's content that I'm not proud of. And I've said that a million times before. It's content that I'm not proud of and I don't want to post it. So I'm not going to force myself when I've had an anxiety attack 24 hours before, because I know I'm not in the mood and I know I'll be forcing myself. So that's why I'd rather go a week or two without content rather than post shitty ass videos that I don't feel good about it. Point blank, that's it. And then sometimes even when I do put my heart and soul into a video, or I do put my heart and soul and I bust my ass, and you know, I have a whole like filming studio set up in my bedroom, and you know, I ordered new lights, so I'm playing with that. I wanted to get new backgrounds, all that stuff. Sometimes when I feel like they don't work out, I just get so low, because then there are those videos where I feel so good about, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't wait to upload this, and then I feel like I get nothing back in return. And then sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna stop YouTube. I'm gonna quit it. I say to myself, Michelle, why are you gonna continue doing YouTube? Some days I want to quit YouTube. Some days I'm just like, I've had enough of this. My computer gives me problems. Sometimes my camera just, you know, takes forever. I want to quit YouTube sometimes. I'm not lying, but it's something that I enjoy doing and that hopefully would become something long-term. If not, that's totally fine. You know, I have other, you know, paths I would go down, but sometimes I just want to quit YouTube. And I'm not on YouTube for the wrong reasons. I'm on YouTube because I want people to feel good. Like, I know what it's like to feel low. I know what it's like to be so hard on myself. I want someone to watch my video and be like, you know, wow, I was really low, like, or I was depressed, or I was crying over a boy, and you know, I watched your video and I gained something from it. I don't even care if I made you giggle because of an ugly face that I make in my videos. As long as I can be a part of like making you feel good about yourself or making you feel good at all, that's it. And I love making YouTube videos. I really do. I love filming. I love editing. I love posting. I love, you know, just, you know, even watching YouTube. I've watched YouTube since, you know, Marlena Makeup Geek was, you know, filming like with her short hair and like her little bangs. Like, I've watched her ever since she started, and you know, she's been such an inspiration to me too. And I love doing YouTube, but I do want to quit it. I don't know if I would quit it for, you know, ever. I don't know if I would stop doing it, you know, just for a brief period of time. I don't know. But when I get, you know, in these moods, you know, I lose judgment sometimes and I lose track of everything, and I'm just like, you know, F it all, you know, whatever. You know, filming my last video, it was a cut crease video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below and somewhere here on the screen. But it was a cut crease video. I was so proud of that video because one, I hate cut creases. Two, I was just like, I'm so proud of myself because I loved it so much. And I was like, yeah, I feel so inspirational. I'm gonna get back into the swing of things, all that stuff. and then later that week my dog died. I had 2 dogs. The dog that died I had since I was about 6. It was my sister's dog. Her boyfriend, her husband now, bought it for their 1-year anniversary. It was a black lab and chow mix. And then last year I got my puppy Stella, which I did show you in a video. But the dog that died, his name was Milo. He was gonna be 12 actually next month, and I was at work and they called me and they were like, you need to come home. And I was like, why, what happened? And you know, they said it. And if you don't like animals, if you don't like dogs, if you don't like cats, if you don't like birds, I don't care. I am such an animal fiend. It's insane. I used to be in love with kittens when I was younger. I still am. I used to love cats. I still am. I'm such a puppy person now and a dog person. I've always have been, but my love for them has increased definitely over the years. But if you're not an animal lover, you will never understand where I'm coming from, where it feels like you lost a human being like in your family. You feel like you've lost someone. And it's true. Like a dog is a man's best friend. Like, I don't care if I'm a girl, like he was one of my best friends. And dogs are just amazing, and they're smart, and they're mushes, and they cuddle and they lick you, and I love them. So once I filmed that video, I was like, yeah, I'm so inspirational, I'm so this, I'm so that, I want to film, blah, blah, blah. And then that happened. So that makes me want to quit YouTube more, because every time I get inspiration, or, you know, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to film, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, something happens. Something gets in the way. And I feel like, you know, I take that as a sign. I take it as, you know, you shouldn't be doing that, or maybe you shouldn't have filmed that today, or maybe you should just stop altogether. And I'm just like, no, this is what I want to do. Sometimes I listen to the signs and I just crawl into bed and I watch, you know, Grey's Anatomy repeats, or Scandal repeats, or Gossip Girl repeats, and I'm just like, you know, F it all again. Because when I reach that point, I just want to crawl into a ball and go to bed. And I've worked so hard the past, I think, year and a half I've been on YouTube, and some days I feel like people will scroll past my channel. Like, numbers don't count. Numbers, if they're high, yeah, sure, that's great, whatever, but that's not why I'm on YouTube. But sometimes when I put all my effort and all my hard work and sweat and blood and all that stuff into a video, there's a part of me that I want more people to see. And why wouldn't anybody want that, you know? Why wouldn't, you know, if you learned a new technique and you filmed it and you busted your ass doing it, and then only 4 people watched it, you're gonna feel like shit. It's just inevitable. That's how it is. You just have to make it through it, you know? And then there are just like these some days where it's like, you know, you feel like you're doing good, and then, you know, you might feel like someone's trying to one up you. No. If you're doing the same thing, if you're making fitness videos, beauty videos, if you have a blog and you have, you know, like, you see other girls, you know, that you follow or anything like that, if you try to one up someone else, you are not in the same team. You are not on the same boat. You are not. You are all for yourself. You want to better yourself. It just doesn't sit right with me. If you're in this as a team, like, yeah, you're doing it all on your own, but you still don't bring your peers down. That's something that I don't like, that I've been seeing lately, and that's gotten me in even more worse. Like, I don't care if you're trying to prove that you're better to me, I'm still going to try my best and give it my all. That's what it comes down to, point blank. If you become greedy, don't be a greedy Greta. This is sometimes why I want to quit YouTube, and you know, it's a shitty feeling, because you should feel uplifted by your peers, and you should feel, you know, like, supported by people, and you should feel supported by people, and sometimes you don't, and that fucking sucks. So, I talked about in, like, you know, previous videos, my sister gave birth the end of June, so I was super busy then. Honestly, there are just some points where it's like life catches up to you, and life is just shoving its middle finger in your face, like, ha 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 ha. And it sucks. Sometimes life happens and you're not ready for it. It's like a big slap in the face. Some days you feel like you're not strong enough to handle anything, which I've been feeling lately too. Some days, most of the days, I feel like no one's there for me. recently I've been like, you know, opening up a little bit more. I've been, hello, I'm filming this video, I'm telling you guys all this stuff, so I am opening up a little bit more. It's just a comfort thing. It's crazy because I was so excited last week. I was so excited because I opened an email and I was invited. Makeup Forever actually invited me to their Artist Rouge party because of their launch of their new lipsticks, and I was so excited. I was like, yes, and then I found out I was in Canada. Like, I was an idiot, and I was just like, you're invited. And I was like screaming off the top of my lungs. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like, I always wanted to go to Canada. And I was just like, I was screaming. I was so excited. I was like, yes. Yes, like, this is good, this is good. Like, I'm getting my face out there, I'm getting my name out there, like, yes, like, I'm ready. And then it was in Canada. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Canada now. And I was looking at hotels, I was looking up flights. My passport's expired, right? My passport is expired. So then I was trying to deal with that, and there were so many things, but that was like such good news. And then I was looking for it, and then the next day my dog died, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? So hopefully I can go to Canada. I'm like crossing my fingers because that would be amazing. I don't even care if it's because it's a few hours at night. It's just like, it's just amazing. I'm not perfect. No, is anybody really perfect? Can you look at someone dead in the face and say you're perfect? No, because you don't know what they're going through. I'm just gonna stop blabbing right now because I feel like I'm rambling and I'm jumping between topics, but I just wanted to give you guys, you know, an update, what was going on, all that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, listening, if you made it here to the end. Thank you guys. Just thank you. And I'll be back soon.